Philippines, and I had amoeba, which is quite serious. It's the leading cause of death in the Philippines, and I was very dehydrated, very sick.
Mom had a tough pregnancy, you know. She went to the doctor, and the doctors told her that an abortion was the only way that she could save her life. They said that Tim, he was nothing but a mass of tissue or a tumor. Mom had a decision to make, and through her faith of God, she decided to carry out the pregnancy and risk her life. And when Tim was born, the doctor told my dad that he was a miracle baby because only a small part of the placenta was attached to him that nourished him all these months and kept him alive. Tim's story has inspired, thousands. Anybody can take from this story that there's just really nothing that you can't get through with your faith in God.
Tim was a very competitive man. If he didn't win, he lost. We were forbidden from talking about our own accomplishments unless somebody asked us first. My parents used to teach us kids that we all have the ability to influence others, whether it is in our actions or words or both.
When Tim and I were growing up, my parents always tried to teach us that God has a plan for everyone, and that's what makes us all unique in our own way. As Tim followed his path, he realized that being a follower and being like everyone else is just a loser's game in the end, because trying to be like somebody else, that'll never get you to where God actually wants you to be. One day, Tim came home and he realized that our dog Otis appeared to have been beaten. Otis was in critical condition. So of course we had to rush him to the hospital, and nobody knew what happened to him, but they said that this dog's gonna die. They said there's no hope. Tim just refused to accept this, and he would make him a milkshake and get him his food and take him down to the pool and just make Otis exercise. Just do what's best for him. And Otis continued to exercise and do all these things and went on to live 7 years after this. This experience with Otis taught Tim just to never give up on anything.
As a young boy, it was Tim's dream to be a quarterback. When he hit high school, they didn't let him play quarterback. And you know what they told him? You're too big, you should play fullback, you should be a tight end. Tim was like, no. So what him and his dad did, they left the Catholic High School of Trinity and moved to Nice High School. He met there with Coach Howard, and being homeschooled made it very easy for us to move around. My parents went with homeschooling, not only for the curriculum, but for the character lessons.
Tim did some pretty insane things for Nice High School. He broke almost every single individual record they have. He won Mr. Florida football, he led them to their first state championship, and by the time he was a senior, he was getting offers from almost every school in the country. But when the moment came, he just took a deep breath and he said, I will be attending the University of Florida. After Tim's decision, the critics were talking all day about how his quarterbacking style it just won't work, and he'll never survive at the next level.
Waiting for the snap, there it is, he runs right, he's hit, he's gonna be short, he didn't get it, and the Rebels take over at the 32-yard line. Stunned silence here at Florida Field.
You have never seen any player in the entire country play as hard as I will play the rest of the season, and you never see someone push the rest of the team as hard as I will push everybody the rest of the season.
One day, very early in the morning, we had 6 o'clock workouts, and we were doing tug of war with Coach Mick. And Coach Mick said, you don't stop until I blow the whistle. So Tim goes up with one of the strongest guys on our team, one of the strongest guys, and he starts going. He starts going. He starts going. And he takes him all the way out to the bathroom stall. The bathroom stall. And that's when Coach Mick blows the whistle and says stop. Yeah, Tim believed that God created us to never put our talents to waste. He believed that whatever you do with all your heart.
Let's go for the rest of our lives! Let's go! Lofted into the end zone, touchdown Nelson.
The Florida Gators have won the national championship.
The winner of this year's Heisman Trophy is Tim Tebow.
We were all taught to finish strong, me and my brother. Sometimes in my life things didn't work out the way you want to, but it's how you get back up.
25th pick in the 2010 NFL Draft.
The Denver Broncos select Tim Tebow.
It's an egregiously horrible pick.
He lacks passing skills to be an elite quarterback.
I still see a guy, to me, that is not a good thrower. I still see a guy that to me is not a quality NFL quarterback.
If you can't be a drop back quarterback in the pocket, you can't play in the pros.
He doesn't belong in the National Football League.
Critics said he couldn't do it. Nobody believed in him in the NFL, but he still worked even harder. Even though he never got a chance, he prayed.
We know he's a hard worker. Why doesn't he go back this January, because they're not going anywhere this season, learn to throw right-handed?
Everybody doubted him, but the one thing that he believed in, was the things under his eyes. And the things under his eyes said, I can do all things in who strengthens me.
The Broncos have been in 3 overtime games this year. They won them all. Got him at the 40. Thomas at the 50. Still